All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Merry Christmas Eve today. It is December 24th, 2025. And don't knock that over, my guy. And it's We Grow Wednesday, 1 o'clock Central Time every Wednesday. We're doing this, we're doing the thing. We're still going to go over all sorts of things within that same realm of health and wellness. Because guess what? It doesn't matter what time of the year, you still got to worry about your health and wellness. So we're going to get back in a few minutes with this intro. 4 minutes 20 seconds, guys. We'll be right back, and let's grow. Let's talk about it. We got a lot of stuff on the list. Our friend Tyler should be in here for a little while today. And let's see. I'm your host, Waylon the Indoor Farmer, and this is Mr. Sprout. We'll be right back, you guys. 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
When the indoor farmer has a tale to tell, under the glow of LED lights where his stories dwell. He's not just growing greens, he's sowing seeds of thought. In a studio with a microphone where wisdom's bought. We grow Wednesday from 8 to 9. Tune in, folks, for a communal time. With Waylon, we'll learn to grow in life, in love, and in what we sow. He's a man of the soil and a man of the word, a veteran with a vision, his voice undeterred. From cannabis tales to the latest farm tech, his shows where the nerds and the farmers intersect. He lights up the airwaves with truth and care, sharing joys, the highs, and yes, the wear and tear. On We Grow Wednesday, we're all one big team. Growing together is the ultimate dream. We Grow Wednesday from 8 to 9. Tune in, folks, for a communal time. We'll live and we'll learn to grow in life, in love, and in what we sow. He's a man of the soil and a man of the word, a veteran with a vision, his voice undeterred. From cannabis tales to the latest farm tech, his shows where the nerds and the farmers intersect. He lights up the airwaves with truth and care, sharing joys, the highs, and yes, the wear and tear. On We Grow Wednesday, we're all one big team. Growing together is the ultimate dream. We Grow Wednesday from 8 to 9. Join Waylon for our journey so fine. Learning, laughing, and sometimes sad, but always together from the good to the bad. He speaks of the benefits, the pros and the cons of the plant that has helped him feel less withdrawn. With guests from all walks, stories to share, Waylon makes sure that no one feels like they're there alone. So come every Wednesday, find your place in his light, where Waylon the indoor farmer invites you to grow not just plants but your soul, your mind, in a world where together we're truly aligned. Tune in, grow with us, let's expand our view on We Grow Wednesday with Waylon. It's true.
Waylon the indoor farmer has a tale to tell. Under the glow of LED lights where his stories dwell. He's not just growing greens, he's sowing seeds of thought. In a studio with a microphone where wisdom's taught. We Grow Wednesday from 8 to 9. Tune in, folks, for a communal time with Waylon. We'll learn to grow in life, in love, and in what we sow. He's a man of the soil and a man of the word, a veteran with a vision, his voice undeterred. From cannabis tales to the latest farm tech, his shows where the nerds and the farmers intersect. He lights up the airwaves with truth and care, sharing joys, the highs, and yes, the wear and tear. On We Grow Wednesday, we're all one big team. Growing together is the ultimate dream. We Grow Wednesday from 8 to 9. Tune in, folks, for a communal time with Waylon. We'll learn to grow in life, in love, and in what we sow. He's a man of the soil and a man of the word, a veteran with a vision, his voice undeterred. From cannabis tales to the latest farm tech, It shows where the nerds and the farmers intersect. He lights up the airwaves with truth and care, sharing joys, the highs and yes, the wear and tear. The trees grow and they go
When indoor farm.
I grabbed something and then there was something on my hand. I was like, I couldn't tell right away what it was, and you have that natural reaction to go, "Huh! Ah!" Now it's gone. I'm guessing it was a spider. It was on my seeds that are in these cups. But anyway, enough said. What's up, everybody? We're back. We're back. I see Alice in the house. I think you're it, Alice. You're the only commenter hanging out today. We're gonna have some fun though. I got a whole list of things that I can't ever seem to get caught up on for Wednesdays, which is great because that means never-ending things to talk about. Speaking of which, I need to pull that list up right now. Oh, there's Tala. We got our friend Tala Smith gonna hang out with us for a little while on Christmas Eve. So if you guys could help us out, hit the like buttons and all the stuff and things. Send some smoke signals or carrier pigeons out to the world. Here's my list of saved items. Okay, We Grow Wednesday. It's all about taking some time, taking the time to stop and look around us when it comes to the world of health and wellness. And I know that's a huge thing, but there's always different studies and inventions and new ideas coming out within this world and this realm. You could be a doctor for 30 years, and if you stop practicing and stop paying attention for a couple of years, you're out of the loop. There's so many things that happen on a daily basis. A lot of it can be fake, so we try to look for that. We try to find the stuff that's like obviously messed up. But we got, oh, sorry, Tala. I thought I had it set already, but yeah, we got Tala in the house. Hello, hello. Hey, look at that. We got a little matching set here. You have some bells, maybe? Ah, well, you're muted, so I couldn't hear them, but I saw them.
Sorry.
I saw them. Um, awesome. Is that kind of
I
like
don't have the whole
bowl?
I don't have the whole set on, I actually have
Right.
a necklace that has
Ah,
bells too.
wow. Is that like that way? No one misses you coming. Like, oh, here she comes. Need to put one of those on this guy.
I do I have a collection, so
Could put one right in here somewhere.
yeah.
You cut out for some reason before you said
I
say,
buy a new Santa hat every
there it
year. I've
goes.
got a collection.
Oh, really? That's a different kind of collection. I actually have my son has a hat that has the mask and or the beard and mustache attached to it. It's at his house or his mom's house,
Yeah.
I should say. Um, and I wanted to wear it sometime. I'll probably try to grab it for tomorrow. Wear it tomorrow night and hanging out. Anyway, it's Wednesday. So it is Merry Christmas Eve today. So I not that we need to get into that conversation, but everybody still has this conversation every year about whether you want to include people by saying happy holidays or this or that. And I'm like, I don't care which way you go with it. I don't think it's offensive to say Merry Christmas. I don't think it should be. I don't think it should be offensive to say, I love my country either. But it just varies from person to person. So I think your traditions are your own traditions, and if you wanna, I mean, I respect Hanukkah. I respect whatever. The only thing I don't respect is Kwanzaa, but we won't get into that one. It's a fake
Well,
holiday, but
we have everything is crooked today. I'm just like fussing with
I'll
my
just do
clothes.
this.
Are you like dealing with it too? I just
Yeah,
feel like
that's
everything is out of whack.
because I have headphones on. It made it like even worse. I'm like, how did the headphones go? It's go like this. Then I have to. Anyway,
So we have but we've got the Christmas songs for the Santa float, but my niece, I think, was the one who made sure to include some Hanukkah oriented songs. So I was really glad that she did that. We have the one from is it the Adams? Wait, I don't know if it's the Adams. I can't think of the
Yeah,
comedian.
Adam. The Hanukkah movie. Yeah, Eight Crazy Nights
Yeah,
is what it
there's a
was called.
song.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think you know which one I mean. So
Hmm.
that's on there. It's kind of a fun one. And then there's the dreidel song, I think, is on there. But yeah, we do that because on the route you'll see, with everybody's houses decorated, there are some that are decorated for Hanukkah. They've
Mm.
got the blue and white lights, which I did that this year. I did blue, white, and silver. Um, and they'll
J-
put up a Star of David in lights. Yeah.
just had an image. What do you think? Maybe 20 years, maybe from now, Hanukkah, Christmas, they'll be like indistinguishable from each other. It'll just be, get your
Maybe.
Hanukkah tree, get your Christmas menorah, Christmas tree menorah. Like everything will just be. Anyway, I know that a lot of people would say, blasphemy. Anyway, it's just like the commercialization of it is just taking over. And I think even with Hanukkah, it's becoming more and more less and less about the holiday, more and more about the commercialization of it, which is
Yeah.
sad. I mean, I think people, although this is funny, I know it's not necessarily related, but the Santa Claus theory, everyone that like the sort of conspiratorial theory that Santa Claus is actually Satan snuck in and and the red suit and everything. Well, did you guys know that the red suit wasn't even a thing until the 1900s? Like that wasn't even a thing. It was like a
It's
green
Saint
suit, a brown
Nicholas.
suit. Yeah, it wasn't even. It's a bunch of things kind of getting combined together from like years of different winter solstice kind of celebrations, and it's kind of an amalgamation of like 1,000 years of different heritages kind of
Yeah.
coming together. But I just thought that was funny because we think of Santa Claus, big red suit, got to have the red suit, and it just wasn't a thing. He was like he'd wear brown and green and just other colors before this century or last century. It's just funny because my
We
mom
used to
shared
joke
this.
about we
Go
used to
ahead.
joke about hanging the Christmas tree from the ceiling over the floor register so Satan Claus could climb up through the heating vent.
Right. That's why he goes to the fire. He just comes out of the fire. That's his. Hey, what's up, Colin? What's up, Fred? Thanks for stopping by. Let's see a few people stopping in just to show some love. Jessica, hey, what's up? Sending lots of big love. Thank you. Happy holidays. Listening while doing errands. Okay, Alice. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, let's pull up some goodies because oh man, I this list goes on and on and on, and I don't see a problem with that, but I do. It gets annoying because when I like today, if I saw a post down my timeline, I'm like, ooh, that's going to be good. I'm like, dang, that we might not get to that for 3 weeks because I just keep
Yeah.
stacking onto this list, and I'm like, well, but that's not a bad thing. In fact, I
Better
can't
than
even
being
find.
without material, yeah.
Exactly, and I for years now I've done this show without a little bit different way. What I would do is I'd go to there's a few websites that I would go to like Farm Week Now and foodandwine.com and a few things, and I just look at their headlines and see if anything's interesting. But that doesn't always work out well. This, however, works out so much better because every single one of these are things I know I want to talk about. You know what I mean? And by the way, I know I probably told you before, but if you had anything, obviously there's a way to share it in. If you had anything you wanted to pull up as well, any Wednesday. Let me see here. What's this one? I think we haven't seen this yet, so we'll stop here. The 100-year-old way to filter rainwater in a barrel. So we don't need to spend a lot of time on it, but this is a good thing for a lot of people to know. We're
Gets
not
rid of
reading. Look at
everything except for the most important stuff.
right, and that's the key because you got to have minerals in your water. Like I'm drinking RO water, and I've been putting salt. We talked about it last week. I've been putting salt in it because I'm worried that I'm drinking too much, water with not enough minerals in it.
Yeah, you need
And
your electrolytes.
yeah,
But the thing is, that's not gonna protect you from, for example, a virus. So you still have
right.
to take extra measures. Yeah.
I wonder what else we'd be worried. Like I wonder if parasites can get through there too, because I know you get parasites in the rain.
That's what I mean. The most important stuff as in things that you wanna bacteria, viruses, and, parasites.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see what you meant. When you said most
Yep.
important, I thought you meant like the good stuff.
But
But
but it
I
works.
see.
It's applicable both ways. Yeah.
Hmm.
But
I
yeah,
wonder what.
you would still, unless you knew, like, let's say that's coming from, you've got, like, it is rain catchment. It does say that. But let's say you have something that is protected from that, but you would really have to be sure, because any animal, anything could contaminate it. You don't know.
Yeah, because I still wouldn't trust it. I'd probably boil that filtered water at the bottom. Um, I
Yeah.
always thought that was weird, boiling water, because then you have this hot water. Where do you put it? You just put it right in the fridge, like you just like put it
Cool
in
it. Yeah.
another container and cool it. Yeah.
I mean, unless you're in a cold environment and you want to warm up, then you drink it when it's warm. Yeah.
So I don't want to. They put a lot into this post. Actually, I don't want to read it all,
Oh,
but
wow.
I'm wondering if they actually address some of these issues. Um, Chemical filtration charcoal is porous, traps microscopic impurities, absorbs bad odors, and improves the taste. 1909 book, especially. Okay. All right. Deadly mistake to avoid. Please read. Do not use barbecue briquettes. Oh, or like Kingsford charcoal. Yeah, you don't want to use like store-bought charcoal. It's probably got other things going on in there.
Yeah,
Interesting.
the stuff that's for cooking. Yeah, you don't want to eat.
Contains coal dust, limestone, borax, and lighter fluid additives.
Now, mind you, when I grill, I don't use briquettes. I get like mesquite charcoal, actual wood charcoal.
Yes, me too. I like
But I
those too.
don't know if they put anything else on that. It may depend on the brand.
So here it is, right at the bottom. In reality check, it says, "Can you drink it?" In 1909, it says yes. In 2025, be careful. While there's filter removes sediment, bad taste, and some chemicals, it does not remove viruses or all bacteria. Verdict: this water is perfect for gardening, washing clothes, or flushing toilets. If you need to drink it in an emergency, run it through this filter and then boil it for at least 1 to 3 minutes. Okay, I guess we were both on the same page for that one. Good, good. Yeah, we don't have to spend a lot of time, but it's cool to like look up designs that you could do at home to get yourself some, at least what would you call that, gray water? If it's
No,
usable for things, but not.
gray water. Well, yeah, but gray water technically is like your washing machine draining. That would be gray water.
Oh, I
Um,
wonder what
so
it
like
is
the
then. It's
city
like,
uses that type of water that's been somewhat filtered, but is not potable. In other words, you can't
right.
consume it. The city will use that for watering landscaping. So it's been somewhat processed, but not enough for drinking or
We had
bathing,
something
really.
called black water. It was labeled black
That's
water,
sewage. Yeah.
and I
Black
didn't
water,
know.
you don't want anything to do with
It
it.
tasted fine. I'm just kidding.
Look,
I'm kidding.
Jim Jim one time saw these teenage boys who were out running around in these sprinklers off the side of the highway, and he was like, he's dying to know what's going on here. And they were drinking it from the sprinklers and stuff, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And they were like, "It's free water, man. It's the best." He had to explain to them what gray water
Oh,
was.
yeah. Hell, I don't even like to put tap water in my mouth anymore. I don't like that
I
I
don't.
shower with it even. Like, how else? There's no other way to do it. Well, I
Well, we're
mean,
about to put a filter because we just got that tankless water heater, and I want to protect it after what it cost because
oh,
the old water heaters were both destroyed by the hard water here.
mm-hmm.
So we're going to do actually a household filter. The one we ordered was bigger than he thought, so we're just going to filter for the whole house.
Is that with a softener
Yeah,
part to
something
it, or
like that. It'll
because?
take because we have a lot of calcium, I think,
Mm-hmm.
because that's what we saw in even in the commodes, it builds up. It's crazy. But on the water heater, you could see white streaks running down from the seams and the rivets. So the calcium just destroys everything.
Yeah, it just creates a crust everywhere. Oh, I lost it. Yeah, one thing I do use filtered water now in my glass pieces because I got tired of seeing hard water build up inside there. The Oh, the house filter. That's what we were talking about. I do not like the water from water softeners. It just feels so weird, you know. Like you when you take a shower with that kind of water, it feels like you still have shampoo in your hair as you're trying to rinse it out, like that silky, softened.
Yeah,
I wish
I
we could
don't like
figure
it either
something
if
out.
it's too
Yeah,
soft. There's a
figure.
balance.
I wish there's got to be a better way. Like my mom's well, she has a well, and she has to. She actually has to put bleach in there every now and then, like a like
Jeez.
a like a cap full of bleach or whatever, and like to and it's it's not enough, and she doesn't drink it right away or whatever. But it's like this whole process, and you think, oh, I'd love to be at a homestead. Let me get my oh, but then you got that well water to deal with, and it smells funny, and it's not
Yeah.
it's weird, very very weird. Speaking of
I mean,
water,
the
though,
ideal thing
go ahead.
is to, like an Earth ship, which
Mm.
I don't know if it's still an issue, but at least for a while, California was not allowing people to build Earth ships.
Hmm.
And you know how they are here. It's ridiculous. So an Earth
Wonder.
ship would be very much self-contained. So you would use your gray water for watering plants that you're growing for food. You would have plant and fish filtration going, like tilapia. Yeah, it's a whole contained system. And then usually what they
Holly
use
Short
is,
taught us how to do it. Go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, yeah. What they usually use is either a composting toilet or they'll get one that burns. I think that's a great idea. Burning
I like the
instead of flushing.
I like the composting, but the burning could be if we did it right, we could set up a power generation using our waste like that. Um,
Mhm.
I have all sorts of ideas
Harder
on how to
town.
do that. Yeah, yep. Why not? Human
Oh
power.
shit, energy.
Look at this. Have you seen this? I saw this a while back, but it came up in my feed recently. It comes from Engineering Facts on Facebook. It says Swiss researchers have developed edible water bubbles, and I'm pretty sure this is true. We could look it up, but I'm pretty sure they're using seaweed extract, offering an innovative solution to reduce single-use plastic waste. These capsules, often known as OHO, store water inside a natural biodegradable membrane that breaks down within weeks, providing a stark contrast to plastic bottles that can linger in the environment for centuries. You think this is real? I don't know for sure. I know I've seen something
I've
about it
seen it before,
before.
but I can't remember, so let's find out. What did they call it?
They call it a OOHO. It says their lightweight, hygienic design makes them ideal for high waste events like marathons, concerts, and festivals. Wow, it keeps going on. Key ingredients: brown seaweed.
That GPT says it's real. And to me, it's
Now,
weird.
it is
So
weird.
it's edible.
Yeah, they didn't mention that when they're talking about it breaks down faster than plastic. That's the first thing I thought. I thought, well, you mean in your body, or so it says it's edible.
Well, the idea, of course, is, since it's biodegradable, if you don't happen to eat it or
Right,
throw
right.
it away, then,
That makes sense.
But yeah, you bite it, drink it, you can swallow the whole thing or pop it open. That's too weird for me.
Seaweed doesn't require fresh water, so obviously it's a saltwater plant.
I mean, I eat
That's
seaweed,
interesting.
but it's just there's a process, and I don't know what they put in it. I'm not that trusting.
Right. I mean, well, okay, but let's just say something had to change from the plastics that we're doing. So yeah, if we can,
What are they packaging that in?
where did it come from before? You think, or how is that thing coming?
Are they just setting the edible seaweed thing on the shelf? What is that?
It's not. I'm sure it's not
See?
commercial ready yet. I'm sure it's not being sold. It's probably just
That's
like
what
in
I
a
mean.
lab.
You got to put it in a package. So what's the package made of?
It's just a pimple sitting on a like table somewhere in a lab right now. They like poke it once in a while.
Here, this was
Yeah,
on
it's
our
still
grocery
good.
shelf. Swallow it.
You try it. I'm not trying it. You try it. Man, I have nightmares from Tide Pods. I'm not trying it. Like. Yeah, looks cool
Yeah, I
though.
think that's what it reminds me of. That's the problem.
Yeah, it looks like a Tide Pod. And then you're gonna have what will you do? You'll have people putting other stuff in it,
Somebody's gonna choke on that.
alcohol or choke on it. But you could just start using it for anything and put liquor in there or whatever. Little Shirley Temples inside there or something.
Okay, there you go. What about the food safety issue? Well,
How does the water
you
get
and
put
I
in
are
there?
old enough to remember when we didn't have safety seals on everything,
Right.
and we know why they are.
I wonder how the water gets put in there, but it doesn't come back out. If it's used if they use a needle, then that breaks the membrane.
To be injected and sealed by a machine.
Somehow sealed, yeah. Joe Orsil, Merry Christmas, brother. Merry Christmas Eve.
Probably heat sealed,
It's happening on Facebook. I'm just seeing a bunch of people saying they're watching. It's like must be a glitch. Let me leave and come back and see if I'm missing
And
any
you know what they would
comments.
charge for something like that too. Oh, we got to pay for the development. It cost us to make this,
Right.
I am paying for
And
your research. Thank you.
there'll be different grades of it. Like you get the lower grade seaweed, mine keeps breaking in my pocket every time I go somewhere.
Well, yeah, can you see what's that is intended to appeal to somebody who's active, maybe athletic.
Right.
Where am I going to carry that?
You'd have to drink it right away. Like, okay, let me buy this. Okay, boom, drinking it. And then what
I'm
is
not
it
going to
like?
hike with a pack full of bubbles.
It looks like one mouthful of drink. Like you're just sitting there eating bubbles every time you want to drink.
Yeah.
I like that they're doing it. Obviously, we both are, probably anti-plastic as much as possible, but it is a step in the right direction, we'll say. Now, I know there's a bunch of plants you can get different plant plastics out of, or different plant waxes and plastics. And
When they did
so
the
that's
straw
cool.
thing here, yeah, there's okay, so when they went to the let's not use straws thing in California, I was primarily vegetarian, so I was eating at Plant Power,
Hey,
which is
Kara.
the first vegetarian, actually vegan fast food place here, and they use spoons and straws that are made from something from potatoes.
Oh,
So they're very much biodegradable, yeah. But
I like that. I like using more so chopsticks are meant to be used and thrown away. And I don't
yeah,
see, huh?
I keep mine. I wash them.
The wooden ones?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Well,
but quality ones.
maybe
Okay,
I'm
if you
wrong
go to
about that.
sushi,
I thought, okay.
the bamboo, yeah. I put them back in the sleeve and bring them home and clean them.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of like they have like these really thin, just cheap wooden ones that you can get
Yeah,
at
it's
restaurants, and it's just
basswood, I
you know,
think. It's
it's
very soft,
cost.
yeah.
It's like if we had forks and spoons like that. Although the problem is, I don't like plastic forks and spoons because you can't really use it to dig into your food like you want anyway. And so I think a wooden spoon would have a similar problem, especially if you want it to be cheap enough to be considered throwaway or whatever, disposable.
Yeah.
Then you'd probably be too thin. So I don't know.
So if you want to be conscientious, what you do is you buy a set that you carry with you. Yeah.
Right, that makes sense. Check this guy out here. It's from Baker Creek Seeds. He's a intense guy. It says it's a variety of that dates back 2,700 years in China. Let's listen to what he has to say. Let me turn it down just a little bit.
This thing is a mammoth, the giant bullet head wax gourd. That waxy skin, that's nature's Tupperware. Folks in China candy it, stew it, or stir fry it. Even pack it into moon cakes. Pick them young, and they're the best zucchini hands down. Pick them big, and it can be 75 pounds each. Grow something ancient and absolutely enormous. This thing is a mammoth, the giant.
75 pounds at round. That's crazy.
Think of the line from Ghostbusters. That's a really big Twinkie.
The giant bullet head wax gourd.
So how edible? I mean, I don't know if that's edible. If it's a gourd, it might not be.
Well, that's why
Anything
he said pick it young, and it's the best zucchini
Yeah.
you ever had. So basically, I'm guessing they're edible at like a smaller
Yeah, when
size.
they're larger, not so much.
I didn't know
There's a
that.
variety. I can't remember what it's called. There's a variety of squash that I grew one year. It's a lot of work because they are humongous. Like I've got a picture of me holding one. It's like this. Um, really, really tasty. I can't remember the name of it, but
Merry
they're
Christmas,
kind of
Diane.
a heritage type, you know. And I love doing gardens with those type of plants, the ones that are not commercialized. But yeah, it's a little bit of work. It takes a while for them to mature.
You do, James? James says he's got a new catalog coming from the Baker Creek Seeds. Very interesting. Just talking to him today, actually. That's funny. I see him come up quite often. I skipped a video here, though. I forgot about this. Video shows what not to do during a wild bear encounter. Like, don't give it honey. Don't think you're gonna... It's too loud. Let me turn this. I guess they're not really talking or anything.
I can't hear them.
It's just background noise I'm hearing. It's so loud. You couldn't hear any sound?
No.
It's a problem with the studio. I think they did
That
that to
thing
fix
again, yeah.
yeah. At least there's no echo,
Darwin
but
called,
right. Can we
This is
make it make sense? Yeah, this is not a crazy video or anything, but yeah, you don't just go and hang out with the bear.
like, did they grow up in the inner city and never go anywhere?
You slowly back up, and
Yeah.
you turn and hide. She just bends down. Come here, baby
What she done is
boy.
no, that's the exact opposite of what
Come
you're
here, sweet baby bear.
Oh my God. And
Oh,
see, what really makes me angry
she did
about
feed
that
it,
is
actually. I didn't notice that part. Go ahead, sorry.
there's a reason we have the phrase
Back up.
a fed bear is a dead bear. If you
Right.
do this and it attacks you, they'll probably put the bear down.
Yeah. They're not going to put you down, but maybe they should.
Maybe we should.
The lady gave her some food or whatever. Here, have a Big Mac. And just keels over and dies right after it eats it.
We should be turning the tables on this,
Yeah.
If you engage with wildlife and you've been told not to, we're putting you down instead of the bear.
So this has very little to do, I guess, health. It's keep yourself warm. But check these out. Isn't that hilarious?
I
Like,
need
hey,
one.
ladies, how are you? Yeah, like the ladies should be wearing them. Like you get like a
I
whole
was
row
gonna
of
say,
women wearing.
that's the kind of woman who's already a little more curvy.
Do it. This is pretty cool. I really like this one.
That
I like the
love
Santa or again, the red. We'll call it the red the red coat. I like that. There's a Hulk one. It's cool.
I need that.
But they do make some stuff for ladies though too. If this stuff is real, I've seen it around, and if they really do make this stuff, I mean, I don't know.
It looks like a
believe
Temu
anything.
page, is it?
It is a Temu page, and it says they're.
So the thing about Temu is not only can you not trust that the quality is as much as what it looks like on the picture, because they'll do a model and then knockoffs.
Yeah.
But also sometimes you can't trust them.
The price is wrong. Who in their right mind is going to buy a $20 hoodie in the first place? That's like sus in the first place. Well, okay. Let me say, like a thick winter hoodie, like usually if you're the quality difference when you're buying, I guess $20 I just feel like is way too low for the amount of work that thing would require to make.
Lone seller and it's a sale, that's one thing, but
if it was a regular hoodie, that'd be one thing too. Like not built-in muscles. Like it's
specialized,
just it feels fake. This one looks real, like a Viking style hoodie. Anyway,
I don't know if they're still having the wolf. I don't know if they're still having these issues, but a lot of people were saying, they didn't deliver the item, and early on there were some people who said that they got ripped off. So I don't know. I don't know if that's been resolved or not.
I'd have never bought anything on Temu. You guys comment below, chat. What's up, everybody? 23 in the house now. Comment below. Have you ever bought something from Temu? What's up, Kayla? What's up, Frankie? I hope you had a good birthday. What's up, Diane?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Jim did. He got a drone, and what he got from that initial order. I told him, I said, well, okay, it's a cheap amount and it's giving you a huge discount. You can try it out, but he did good on that first order, but then there was something that we tried to order from either there or AliExpress, and AliExpress has some similar issues. And that was a kennel I needed urgently, and it was delayed, and then canceled. Now they refunded us, but I needed the
You
kennel.
needed it, yeah. Like you
Yeah, it's
didn't
like,
order it for nothing.
yeah, I got cats I needed to house, so I ended up having to go to Amazon again. Yeah.
So I've never bought anything from Temu or Wish. Remember when Wish was a thing?
I don't trust Wish.
There was another one too, I thought, but they're always Chinese. I like this green one too. Like the green, that would be badass. 40. See, this makes more sense. $42. That actually seems legitimate. I would, if this thing said, if the muscle ones said $40, I'd be okay. That seems about right. That seems real. Plus, because you're gonna pay shipping. I don't know what the Temu shipping is, but anyway, let's get back to the list. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I don't think I'd actually buy it, but if
See,
I
then
knew
the
it was real.
question is, if they have so much stuff that is knockoffs and that's how they're making their money, if you pay $42 for it, is it going to be up to standard for that price? Yeah.
Why does it keep doing this? I just want it to show me the post that I saved. Interesting. It's sending me to the website. Wants me to sign in. Man unexpectedly cured of HIV after stem cell transplant. Woo! I'm like the biggest stem cell cheerleader. I need to
Yep.
make
I know a couple people who have done that.
a handful of people with HIV have been cured after receiving HIV-resistant stem cells, but a man who received non-resistant stem cells is also now HIV-free. Oh, I see. So that's the significance of this here.
Okay, what's the difference between, I don't know anything about that, non-resistant?
Non-resistant. So more or less a cell that was not designed to resist HIV. We'll look into it, but this is my take on it. Is probably such a fresh stem cell in general that it also helps to cure HIV in some way, or at least for this guy. This story is from New Scientist by Carissa Wong. Let's see. A man has become seventh person to be left HIV free after receiving a stem cell transplant to treat blood cancer. Significantly, he is also the second of the 7 who received stem cells that were not actually resistant to the virus, strengthening the case that HIV-resistant cells may not be necessary for an HIV cure. So apparently that must be a previous breakthrough that they started adding HIV-resistant cells. I'm not sure how they make them. Seeing that a cure is possible without that resistance gives us more options for curing HIV. Yeah, because then you don't have to make that whole other process of getting the cells to resist.
That's very
Christian.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know that we need to really get
into
the people
I know who've had treatment have had it for, like, my friend Julie Joe from the lupus community. She actually has a lot of hardware in her neck. She had one of those absolutely horrific surgeries where they go through the front to get to your spine.
Wow.
But part of her treatment was stem cell, and I think my buddy Kyle has had some. I'm not sure. He might have had some, but they usually they send you home with a device that, I don't know what it is, but it's supposed to help stimulate the healing that the stem cells accomplish.
Red light?
So she
Is it a red light
I'm
device?
not even sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure, because this is a while back before that became a thing, so I'll have to ask
Sure.
her. And then I know some people who've had it for their knees. And because you know how they'll say bone on bone at some point?
Sure.
So a lot of people end up with total knee replacement.
Mm.
Bone on bone is kind of a misnomer because it's very rare that that's actually the case. It's just very, very thin, which means there is something to stimulate regrowth. It's there. So the gel injection is one way to go. When Jim had his knee surgery last year, the surgeon told me when he came out to talk to me while he was in recovery, he said, while I was in there and cleaned everything up because he had meniscus tears, he said, I drilled some holes in the bone to release some stem cells to help it heal. And I went, you can do that? I didn't know. I didn't know that you could do it that way. I'm all awesome, you know? And then I know someone who had it done for their heart. He actually had pretty decent success for a while. because his ejection fraction was really low. Heart disease. I don't remember if he had a heart attack, but he did that for some regenerative stuff. He has since passed away, but that was a long time ago. But it
Hmm.
gave him many more years. So I'm a
Sometimes
big
it's
supporter of stem
temporary.
cell.
Yeah, sometimes it's a little
Mhm.
bit longer. Sometimes they unexpectedly
I mean,
cure
eventually you're
something.
gonna die.
Right. Well, okay, but there was this moment where I think on Joe Rogan I watched a couple years back that really I hate to say convinced me because obviously it still still want to be skeptical in any direction, but there was an anecdotal story of a man who had asthma and he went and got stem cells in his lungs, and what they told him was you may get like a 3 to 6 month reprieve, a little bit of lightening of the symptoms and stuff and the allergies and stuff, and he never had to go back. It just went. They
Wow.
just literally, but that's anecdotal, which you take it with a grain of salt. But the thing about that is, like, I have allergies and I have asthma, so I'm like, that made me give me a little hope, and I don't want to take all these allergy meds, and I don't want to have to not have pets because I love my fur babies.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
And
so
I would prefer to not see you using steroid meds as we were talking about before,
yeah, I
because
use
I mean it's
a
just so
inhaler
much.
every day. It's a mometazone. It's
Yeah.
a they call it a maintainer. Not it's
Yeah, and
not.
I mean the thing is the trade-off may not be worth it. And so I got completely off of because I was using that um what's it called? It's a steroid. It used to be prescription, but it's over the counter now. So I can't
Over
remember
the
the brand.
counter inhaler steroid. Hmm.
Yeah, the nasal spray.
Oh,
Mist. Yeah.
the
It went
Flonase.
over the counter a few years ago.
Flonase.
I don't think it was
I made it.
Flonase.
Did you see the post I made recently? It was recalled. I got a letter from the VA saying to throw away all of the nasal spray bottles that I was given, and it was all recalled.
Which one is that one?
That was the. Is there? Hold on, right here. I got it. I got the bottle still. No, my bad. Yeah, fluticasone.
That yeah. Well, see,
Fluticasone.
fluticasone is the
Wasn't
generic
Oh, let me
drug.
correct. Sorry, let me correct, guys. Haven't anybody out there listening? No lawyers involved. I did not mean it. Flonase was not recalled. Go out and buy you some Flonase today. Whatever. But yeah, it was fluticasone that they. Sorry, I want to make sure no men in suits come to my door tomorrow about that one. Sorry to cut you off there. Let
I'm
me
looking for the brand.
Sure. Let me finish up this HIV story though, because it does explain a little bit of what happens, what they did basically. It was right here. Um, 5 people have previously become free of HIV after receiving stem cells from donors. This is where it goes. Donors who carried a mutation in both copies of a gene encoding a protein called CCR5, which HIV used to infect immune cells. This led scientists to conclude that having 2 copies of the mutation, which completely removes CCR5 from immune cells, was crucial for curing HIV. So that's the sort of prepped cells that they're talking about. But they, I guess, are finding out that's not quite necessary. Now, the one last thing I wanted to tell you guys about this guy, evidently he's been cured now for 7 years and 3 months, and they say that's long enough to be considered actually cured, quote unquote.
Yeah.
That's, yeah, crazy. Go ahead.
Yeah,
What were you? Yeah.
it says Flonase, but I'm just thinking that mine had a different name.
I think I've
Just
talked about
one.
this one
Stop
before.
buying.
If you find it, let me know. But yeah, the shredded cheese thing. Don't buy shredded cheese, this guy says.
Shredded cheese, here's why. It's not just cheese. There's anti-caking agents. It could be potato starch, all kinds of other things. You don't know if they're GMO sources, and it's often cellulose, which is like chewing on a tree. You don't need that, and they use these antifungals like natamycin, which has been shown in the literature that can be hard on your gut flora. So just don't buy it. It's more expensive and more expensive on your health because you can't control the ingredients and where it came from. But if you buy buy organic cheese and shred it yourself with a stainless steel grater, it's going to be less expensive for you and your health. Stop buying shredded.
That's what I do. As but I wonder if sliced cheese is the same way. Maybe in less amount of powder or whatever. But wouldn't they have when they treat? Maybe
I
not.
mean, I'm not saying that there's no possibility that there's one like that, but no, typically not. Obviously you can look at the ingredients, but that's why they put slices of paper between most of them. The good quality ones.
Yeah, that's true. The Sargento. That's what I go for. The Sargento Colby Pepper Jack.
Oh,
Hey,
here it is.
I want to say Merry Christmas,
Nasonex.
everybody. I see quite a few people saying that. Thanks, guys, for coming in. James, you're welcome. I'm going to share anything I see like that. And Diane says you got to use your inhaler not every day, just once in a while. Yeah, I have the what do you call it? Albuterol, and that's not supposed to be every day. If
Right.
you get out of breath, I start coughing and can't stop. Yeah, you definitely need something for that.
So
Stop buying Parmesan cheese. Yeah, me neither. Go ahead there. Tala.
Nasonex is the one I was using. Nasonex is a steroid, so that went over the counter several years ago.
Nasonex.
But I stopped because, and what's stupid is I stopped before it went OTC, so I had paid heavily for those prescriptions, and then they go OTC, and I'm like, oh, now you do it? So I was originally using, what was the inhaler? Is a very popular one to prescribe, but I have QVAR now if I need it. But
QVAR.
I have doctors who are more conservative, and I know that narrative. You have to use it every day. Okay, I know that narrative. But I'm going to say it's wrong because, example, I'm a mild case, so there is no reason to flood my system with steroids continuously. The only time I have serious problems with it and really need it is allergy season, and it's got to be a bad allergy season. For example, I'm allergic to mold spore, and it's very serious. That started when I lived in Oklahoma. And the year that I was diagnosed with that allergy, the doctor at the time goes, well, the mold spore count is normally
Sorry. Okay, got it.
to the bathroom.
Back to the show. That's my camera for me.
It was like, 100,000 or whatever, and it's normally much, much lower, like a few thousand. It was really, really high. I don't remember the numbers, but let's say if it's supposed to be around 2,000, it's 30,000. That'll trigger people with an allergy. So I was on all these different meds trying to get it under control because I felt sick all the time. And it took a little bit to get it under control. But now, like I think I showed you before, I don't think I have one right near me, but I have that homeopathic stuff that I take for my allergies, and then Fisherman's Friend lozenges and the little Vicks vapor inhalers. That's just, the scent from eucalyptus and menthol and whatever. So I try not to assault my body, because what happens with autoimmune disease, it's even worse. You start fighting the symptoms, your body goes, I'm going to fight you. You can't antagonize and poke the bear like we saw earlier.
Here, let me just give you more
So yeah, I don't
information.
do that. So if I'm having a really bad episode with it, then I might break out that inhaler. But even my doctor agreed with me after seeing me demonstrate it. He goes, you don't need to use this year round. If it's a bad allergy season, maybe you need to use it for a month, maybe.
Well, don't you have to build? Doesn't it? So what do you do? Like maybe a week prior, you start doing it there.
I know. They'll tell you that with steroids, and it's true to a degree. Some of these things are cumulative, and it does take a little bit of time. But if you are very much attuned with your body and listening to it, and the majority of the time completely respecting it and not dumping chemicals into it that you shouldn't, you are much more responsive. Just like, the tiny little dose I use of the gummies if I'm having a sciatica flare like I had recently, is because I'm not constantly flooding my body with it. My body responds quickly to it. So that teeny tiny little, it's a 10 milligram gummy, and I'm not even eating half of it at this point. Like 2.5 is going to flatten me for the night. So I might take a little bitty piece just to take the edge off. It's like 1 milligram. I don't know.
I need to talk to you at that point.
Yeah, it's that, like,
That'd be fun.
It's just a take.
Where's that towel at? We need to get. It's Christmas Eve. Go grab a gummy. Actually, I did. I put a tab of butter
I
and a
didn't
little
have
bit
to
of
go see
Fico
my
on some.
mom.
Yeah, well, touche. Today, right before the show, I ate some toast with some medicated butter and some Fico because I'm not trying to smoke. And actually, if I could switch to that all the time, I would love nothing more. I mean, I don't care about the I'm cool. Look at this cloud of smoke. Like that has nothing. That doesn't mean anything to me if I could just not have lung problems. Okay, so
Function.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
function. That's
I want
the
to.
whole.
Sorry, I just wanted to say, guys, we got 24 in the house. If I keep forgetting to say this. We're 50 minutes in, and if we can get to 30 on the Rumble, I'll give away a $20 credit for the door prize. That's my running. You know, we got close the other day, Tyler. We were at 27, I think, on Rumble alone, and I'm like, 3 more, and we didn't get there. But I also don't. I can't stand to like take forever sitting there trying to just say, let's go, everybody. You know, like that's just. It's
Well,
not.
I reposted on X, but I didn't think
Oh,
about
thanks.
reposting on Facebook.
That's okay. I meant to ask you if you would do that. They don't. It doesn't really count. Or it doesn't show up at the top, but for some reason they're still trying to integrate. Anyway, but yeah, if you guys do want to get over to Rumble, that's great. Let me see what else we got here. Oh yeah, this one. This is from WhatsApp Medical Case Consultation. Okay. South Korea has developed a patch that can regrow teeth, ending the need for dentures forever. Now, I don't
Still
know.
experimental.
Right. I don't know if it's the same thing, but I've seen multiple other stories over the years of different, like a netting, a stem cell netting you could put over your tooth and it will regrow. Also, there's another story about how humans supposedly have a third set of teeth that we don't grow anymore, that they're trying to get to come out. I don't know if those are all true either, but we could try and find this, but I'm sure it's something, and I'm sure it's expensive, and I'm sure you can't just go and buy it yet. I'm sure it's like a development. Instead of relying on artificial replacements, this advanced patch activates stem cells within the jaw, prompting the body to rebuild enamel. Somebody was saying, I don't know if it's this thing, but there's another one where they say, well, we can't tell you where you're going to regrow the tooth at. It's just it could be anywhere.
That's a little scary.
It's like in the middle of the roof
That's
of your
very
mouth.
random.
Yeah, like ouch. Ouch. My tongue every time. What's up, Margaret? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Kayla. Everybody on the Rumble, let's go. Let's see some dancing bananas. Are there any Christmas bananas? Okay. Yeah, so I guess we don't need to really stay on this too much, but I've been seeing a lot of stories like this that seem pretty they're positive, but all I can imagine is people in the future just eating candy like there's no tomorrow. I just get another patch. I just get my teeth regrown next month or whatever.
Yeah, that is an issue. Like, okay, so if there's a need, but we see this with type 2 diabetes, and I've personally watched people take meds and go, I'm under control now, it's all good, but they want to still eating sugar, and that's not how it's done, you guys. Don't rely on a pill to fix your bad choices.
Right. Yeah. Fix it later, or patch or Band-Aid over it. Yes.
Yeah.
I've been working on my teeth. I have one little spot that has been receding right in the front, but I've been using toothpaste that has
hydroxyapatite.
Yes, and xylitol and hydroxyapatite both.
I order mine from Japan. Yeah.
I don't know. Look, I'm not to. You might have. It must be good stuff, but I don't know what the shipping costs for you because I have a friend who makes it. Okay, I was like, maybe you could get a little better deal from my local friend. Shouts out to Sancody Sustainables. I've had her on the show a couple times. Yeah, she makes good products, but this one kind of hits home for me, and it kind of is a little sad, but we know this to be true. Older fathers pass on more harmful mutations because fast-growing selfish sperm finds a new study or finds what? Because of selfish sperm. Okay.
Selfish.
Selfish sperm. A major new genetic study has revealed why children of older fathers face higher risk of inherited diseases. See, now that makes more sense, but the meme itself said some crazy shit. Researchers at the Wellcome Sanger Institute found that as men age, a growing number of selfish sperm stem cells outcompete their healthy counterparts. Why do they got to throw stem cells in there? Stem cells outcompete their healthy counterparts, causing disease, causing mutations to multiply rapidly rather than gradually. By sequencing over 100,000 sperm cells from 81 men aged 20 to 70. Wow, I'm just imagining the room with the next. Scientists discovered that while men in their early 30s had about 1 to 50 sperm carrying harmful mutations, that figure rose to nearly 1 in 20 by age 70. These mutations occur in at least 40 genes that make sperm stem cells. They still got to throw that's not even easy to say. Sperm stem cells divide faster, creating more mutated sperm as men get older. Well, unlike random genetic errors, these selfish mutations boost cell growth in the tests, but at a cost. They're linked to serious neurodevelopmental disorders, including autism and even certain cancers. Well, I was a younger man when I had a child with autism, so I want to say that while I can't discount that it doesn't have a correlation,
So many factors, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I lean much higher on the factor of, well, when you say so many factors, there's literally a list of the different harmful, I don't want to just say chemicals, but agents that the mother's exposed to that then goes straight through the baby's blood-brain barrier because it's not developed yet. And so there's a whole list of boogeymen that are all correct when it comes to the things getting into our blood-brain barrier. But I guess this is another angle altogether.
Like,
Well, I get. Sorry.
there are suspicions that, my mother had rubella when she was just at the end of the first trimester. So your danger zone is in that first trimester. So at the point that she had rubella would be when my immune system was developing. So, we can't prove it, but that could be what set me up for the issues. But yeah, I was going to say I'm on the spectrum, but my parents were, she was 20 when she had my brother, 27 when she had me, I think. Thereabouts 21 and 27. And then my dad is 5 years older. So they were young, but still.
I think it depends on the person too. I mean, you might be someone that's already has, or maybe it could be a lineage thing. Maybe your dad's dad had that issue, and then boom, boom, boom down the line, you're already weakened, or I hate to say bad genes.
My dad actually,
but, right?
Yeah, my dad.
This is interesting. I think it just goes to show that it is important how you maintain your health as you get older as well, because I don't see anything in here that talks about comparing the men at age 70 with each other on as far as their own, like how their health was and how they. So it's a little bit, take this whole thing with a grain of salt in your salty stem cells. But yeah, so like I don't, as a man, I want to be defensive here, but at the same time, I get it as I get older. If I want to have more children, which throw me in crazy town, I do, and that is something I have to think about. Like, okay, do I want to take these risks? But there you go. Like I said, I have a child with autism now, and I had him 10 years ago, so. Don't think that has had the same impact as my age, but yeah, you guys comment below. Tell me. Oh shit! Excuse me. Was that music? Let me turn this down.
Heck.
Did you heard it that time?
Yeah, something.
These two are just single-celled organisms, basically a bunch of building blocks and cell machinery wrapped in a membrane. And here you can see what, by the way, this comes from Jam's Germs. I don't think this is a breakthrough study or anything, but it's a cool little video. That's hard to read. Jeez. You can see what happens when the membrane bursts and spits its contents out, which we just watched. The smaller organism, the Holifia. I don't remember these. This sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger saying something. Holifia has harpoon-like structures around its cell mouth that are expelled to immobilize prey. Oh, this is like a battle going on. Okay, let me play this. That's pretty, I guess. It's like synchronized swimming or something. It's interesting. And then it closes itself up because it was damaged. Better shut that music off before some symphony gets me. Wow. I'm a little mesmerized by it, but I don't know that I can say we learned anything from it, guys. Very cool, though. All right, moving on. Cases are surging. Uh-oh. This is the talk, guys. We're gonna have the talk. We don't have to talk about it too long. People have been laughing about it for a while now. Doctors warn disturbing scromiting side effects of cannabis use is hard to treat. Hard to treat. They have
me. I don't smoke or vape. That's, because I don't want to put anything in my lungs. They're already distressed. That's, but it's that they're not attacking the issue of smoking. They're attacking what it is. They're just finding a way to use that as a reason to attack cannabis use.
Right. They're not talking about, they're saying that just the having it in your system can cause scromiting. They don't specifically, at least the story I saw, this is just saying the condition is commonly referred to by medics as cannabis hyperemesis.
Hyperemesis, yeah.
Yeah.
It means you can't stop puking.
Visits to the emergency room have reportedly skyrocketed. Okay, thankfully, this eerily named condition isn't contagious. Oh wow! Yet I'm surprised they don't have yet in there. Like, oh, it's gonna be, but they don't even.
How much would you have to use for this to happen?
There's no real data about it. I think
I've never had this problem.
So I believe, and I think some people rightly believe, that this is a preemptive strike, if you will, from the media to help out Big Pharma as they get control of this substance, being that it's being shifted to Schedule 3. All of those things line up pretty nicely, because then they can say, well...
How do you feel about that? Because, I see there being benefits and drawbacks to that shift.
There are, but overall, I think it does some good to the stigma of cannabis. You cannot be. You have people that it won't matter what they do. They'll still have that stigma sort of built in, and you can't even put it to words sometimes when you talk to people who are against cannabis for different reasons. They can't even really put it into words, because if they bring something up, they say, well, I don't like the smell. And I'm like, well, okay, edibles? Well, I mean, there's always they always have like a list of sort of things. And it's like, you can just say, I fully believe that if someone just says, I don't like it, It's not for me. Cool, fine. But don't come at me with like, well, if it were legal back in the day, well, if this, and like everyone had, they have an excuse instead of just saying, well, I just don't like it. I don't like how you act. I don't like how it feels. Whatever. Great, fine.
I
But
don't know
don't
if it's
just.
topically related, but we have someone telling us to repent. I already did. I'm a retired minister, but thank you.
Nice. Let's see what they got here. We got finally an actual Rumble commenter. Lord God Almighty is coming soon. Repent. Ask Christ into your heart. Be born again. Well, why wouldn't you start with Merry Christmas? Well,
Yeah.
like his
Hello.
birthday be upon us.
Hi.
But
888.
at least it's not very trolly. I mean, it's fine. It's just a bot. It looks like just a religion bot out there. They deploy bots too.
It's an accurate scripture quote. I'll credit that.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna like hate on you, but it just seems very odd and random and seems like a bot.
Yeah, start with hello. Merry Christmas.
I've only ever scrommeted after a too big of a dab hit. Margaret, I'll be honest, I've thrown up once. I had a dinner party at my house. A friend of mine wanted to hold a dinner party, and so I said we could do it at my new house a couple years ago, and it was a infused dinner party, and there was some things labeled non-infused, and but I went a little bit overboard that day, and by the evening, it was probably around midnight sometime. But yeah, I ended up throwing up, but it wasn't a scromiting issue. It was like one time, and okay, I'm feeling a little better. It wasn't like I couldn't stop. And I think the possible connection here, if I was to be very, very generous, is to say if you did ingest a bunch of edibles or dabs, like Margaret said, and that made you throw up, it's not like throwing up gets rid of it because you inhaled it. So it could make you throw up more than once, I guess. But I wouldn't see this all day long. It's for most smokers, most users. It wears off a couple hours later, 3-4 hours later at most, and I don't think the throwing up would go that long. If it's happening to a few people,
even with drinking alcohol, it's not going to get rid of it completely because you've absorbed it. If you drank too much alcohol, you're poisoned for a while.
And they're not saying that. They're not saying, did you also do something else? Alcohol on top of this? Like, is there anything, what else did you do? Go ahead, sorry.
Meds. Particular health issues, maybe. They don't know.
So James says, I've been using cannabis for almost 40 years, but did you ever throw up, James? Come on, be honest. Even just one time. Turning 53, your son's only 12? Oh, yeah. But would you have a child at 53? That's the part that would be the tough part. Go ahead. Sorry, I don't want to.
You have the energy to.
Right? Yeah, you'll
58, I can't even.
I understand. We don't even, no horizontal polka. Okay. This is interesting. I wanted to find a story about Campbell's Soup using like lab-grown meat, but I found this one here from Fox Business. Canned. Campbell's fires an executive allegedly caught on a secret recording insulting the company's products, customers, and employees, including calling its food shit for effing poor people. The company apologizes for the hurt causes, saying the behavior does not reflect our values and the culture of our company. Hey, I don't get the regular condensed. I get the chunky. No, I'm just kidding. I actually don't buy. I tried to stop buying Campbell's because of the meat. Have you heard about the Campbell's meat?
No, I just try not to eat canned food when I can avoid it. But I mean, I've been through some hard times, so I get it.
Oh, in general, you think? Is there a reason for that? Just because of the lining of the can, or what's the
BPA?
what
Which, there's certain things that I will get BPA free lining. There are some products with that now.
What's BPA stand for? Like the petroleum lining?
Bisphenol A, I think is how it's. Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's what's in your plastic water bottles. Yeah. It's
I don't
everywhere.
drink water bottles anymore for that reason, but I know it's in a bunch of these
Hormone
different
disruptor.
cans. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. Anyway, we don't have to read any.
Which
There's
I'm
probably
sure,
some.
like,
Oh, go ahead.
since it's a hormone disruptor, like, it's going to be a cause of a lot of problems, which could contribute to that whole thing of what happens with babies when you get older.
Right. Getting right through the blood-brain barrier, right in there.
Yeah.
19 Buddhist monks are walking to Washington D.C. praying for peace in America for all humankind. This was a couple weeks ago. Central.
Do it.
What's that? Let me turn the volume down. It was loud in my ear.
Old, you know.
Yeah, I didn't know we had 19 Buddhist monks.
Oh yeah. There's a Shaolin temple in Northern California near where I used to live.
I wonder if they knew. I wonder if they know kung fu.
Actually, I mean, it was originally everybody hears, like they think Buddhists do, kung fu, that's the big deal, but it was Tai Chi, actually.
Ah,
The art that I studied, it was originally Tai Chi. Very, very old art.
I just remember Kane. The legend continues, and Kwai Chang
David
Kang.
Carradine,
Ah, yes. If you can
grew up
snatch,
watching that.
if you can grab the after what is it that he has in his hand? If you can grab it from my hand,
When you can take this pebble from my hand.
pebble. Yeah.
It was funny too when I was studying Tai Chi originally. Someone in class one time asked the teacher, or Sifu, she was cute as a bug. He says, "What do you think?" Because David Carradine put out this Tai Chi video. What do you think of what he did, his work, his video? And she looked thoughtful for a second, and with her accent, she says, "I think he's a very good actor."
Just really.
That's the most diplomatic response. His form was terrible. But I was studying Wuxi style, which is not a very low horse stance. And a lot of what he did was very, very low stance, which great if you're strong enough for it, but his form was not great.
It was probably discussed. I'm sure they were like, okay, it looks better. Like we want you to. We want more movement, from standing tall to down it. Like there's probably a whole Hollywood sort of angle to everything he had to do. But with Bruce Lee, though,
Oh, yeah.
when he was in the Green Hornet, it was a little bit different because he had more, they wanted him to do what he does, and not instead of
Yeah.
going, hey, can you do what they do to David Carradine? And like, hey, can you see what they're doing? Yeah.
Jackie Chan too. Jackie Chan is amazing. Did all of his own
Sure.
stunts. Yeah.
There's another one. I think they're making a new. Is it Rush Hour or something? New. Yeah. He's kind of getting up there,
He's
though. I
like
don't know if he's.
takes a licking and keeps on ticking. That one
Yeah.
film, I can't remember which one, but he broke his foot.
Yeah.
And they just put like a sock over the splint or whatever he had on, and he kept working.
Yeah, I think they made his cast blend in somehow. I think I saw the one you're talking
Yeah, it
about
was
where
a
it's like,
sock.
yeah,
It
colored
looked like a tennis shoe.
looked like a shoe at the bottom. Yeah, that's funny. Now I don't know. Maybe that's a rumor about him starting a new one because he's getting up there for sure. I don't know if he could. Maybe.
Eventually your body does start paying the price, no matter how good you are. But I mean, he's amazingly fit. He's legit. He's probably going to be active and happy and healthy for a long time. But some of the stunts that he was doing when he was younger are not really suited to his age category now.
Oh, hey, we got another got an addition. Ronaldo. Ronaldo gets to be lucky number 13 on Christmas Eve. Okay, I forgot we're a little bit past the hour, but let me. Oh, by the way, Tala, you if you got to go, you got to go. But we're having a great conversation. Thanks again.
I'll stay for just a little bit longer.
Sure. Let's see. Let's
I
get a
got the
winner.
roast beef one last night, so that's all cut up and put away. I just got to
Nice.
cook the chickens today.
What
I
else are
couldn't
you?
find
So you're
turkeys at the price I did for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, everything was really low. Like the lowest I saw was like 57 cents a pound for turkeys after I had paid 87 cents a pound at Walmart, but had it that low. But Christmas comes around, they get stingy on the price. So I waited, and I finally saw chickens, whole chickens, for 99 cents a pound. I'm all that. Because, see, chickens are smaller. The thing is, if you get turkey for $1 a pound, you can't find anything under 15 pounds. It's $15 right there.
Hey guys, I'm gonna test something out here over on the Facebook. If you're watching on the Facebook, but if you're not, come over to Rumble. Just start smashing the like buttons, like da 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 da, back and forth to the different ones. You don't want to do just the like button because you'll get hit for hitting the one too many times, if you're a bot. But if you go from like to heart to care, just while this is spinning, let's see what happens, because I keep forgetting that actually does help the on the Facebook algorithm. For some reason, they want to see it like TikTok. I think that's Facebook trying to be TikTok because they want to see this like waterfall of emojis or whatever, like people do on the TikTok. I don't really watch it, but are you on
like
TikTok?
We
we talk about that? Okay, yeah. Or used to have it on X where you could tap the screen. They took that away.
Only on Android. They took it away from us on
really?
iPhone. Yeah. Which is stupid. They were going to take it away from everybody. And so, like, Android's the only one that can do that. I'm like, just give it back to all of us.
I got to refresh this. I didn't do it right.
And it's all because Elon doesn't like the hearts. I'm like, Elon's not a live streamer. He doesn't understand what the purpose of them was.
Right. I can imagine a bunch of little things where he was like, I don't use this. Why would you need to use this?
And I love Elon, but that was a sticking point for me. But it was just like, I don't like the hearts. We're going to get rid of them. Can we have some input from the OG broadcasters?
Right? Can we that would be cool if he would have included and sort of brought people in on it and said, oh poop! Oh, that's a 7. Okay.
I mean, I was in that first broadcast when he went, "What's this?" and he went live and he was trying to figure it out. And he goes, "This is bad. Can we fix this?" I was there for that, but to get him to actually see you commenting, yeah.
Yeah, if people watch mine on X, they have to be a blue check to comment, and that's not a problem of X. It's because of I'm one of the studios. For some reason, it defaults like that, and there's nowhere to change it because
Your audio's cutting out.
Am I good now?
Yeah.
Cool. Might have been the clapping from the wheel.
Oh, maybe.
We grow Wednesday.
Which that I couldn't hear, but I also couldn't hear you for a second.
I don't know why it's no audio is coming to you, because if I crank it, you can hear it, but for some reason, yeah, oh well. If that's the worst problem right now, I'm happy, because it gets much worse a lot of times. All right, number 4 was drum roll, please. Brenda, cool. Have you seen? I know you've been busy, but I've been playing a game on Sundays on our game night called "What's the Difference?" And it's been pretty fun because I've been including people's pictures of their decorations in their house. So like this one, for instance. Cat. So like just getting to look at each. It's just fun checking out everybody's little decorations, little setups, and then they get to have fun, moving things and trying to figure out how to play the game part. But yeah, this next Sunday is going to be our last playthrough of it. So if you're free, you should come and play with us. You just have to find different items on the screen. When is New Year's Eve? Tuesday?
That's what I was just checking.
Monday.
Yeah.
No, 31. So
1 week from now. Yeah, I should have known that. It's 1 week. Yeah, the 31st is Wednesday.
Yep. Congrats, Brenda. I'm not sure if she's here, but she'll see it. Hey Don, how are you? Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas. Joe, you did what? Oh, you smashed it. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I just thought I would. And look at that, we got 3 or 4 people popped in. It's something to do with it gets pushed up into the feed more if you get a bunch of people engaging in it. Okay, let's just check out one or two more before we let Tala go. Whoa, turn the audio down. Have you guys? Okay, we don't need to watch this, but there's this guy, Brain Rot Reels. Have you seen any of these yet, Tala?
No.
This
That's
is
interesting.
intense. Basically, they take all the fast food companies and they make an ultra realistic version where they tell you all this details of like what they're really doing to you and stuff.
Ever wonder why you can't resist the urge to come back every day? Haha, it's all by design. You think you're choosing the drink? But the drink is choosing you.
Wow.
The sweetness is engineered to hijack your brain, and you still call it a treat.
A treat, and you still call it a treat, yeah.
Every swirl
I
is
don't.
carefully crafted to keep you hooked forever. This isn't flavor, it's chemical obedience. Sugar, flavors, stimulants, all carefully engineered to make you crave more than you did yesterday. And tomorrow,
More than you did yesterday.
you'll be right back for more.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So, one, yes, that's true. And I do not patronize Starbucks, obviously. For one thing, because there's nothing healthy about it, and their coffee is terrible. So I said what I said.
Well, but he does this for everything. Like, look, Fruit Loops.
Whoever
Yeah.
Go ahead.
what's
Go
real.
ahead. Sorry.
It looks like the voice. I'm thinking he uses Grok Imagine, because I've heard that, but it depends like what voice generator it's accessing. But I've heard that particular voice. It's one of the standard ones in the AI industry. I've heard it. I've had it on some of my stuff that I ran through Grok. So whatever it's accessing for a generator, I've heard that voice. But yeah, I mean it's obviously not healthy stuff. So he's right.
It's just freaky, and I don't know if kids are seeing this yet, but
Inside these colors? Come on, lean in a little closer and take a good, hard look. This ain't cereal, this is straight up sugar sludge. Look at it melt. Yuck. You guys really eat this stuff? Red 40, yellow 5.
okay, I just want to
Not
see
wrong.
snippets of each one of these. Yeah, the monster. I used to drink so much of
They
this.
told you this stuff gives you
Oh god.
power, but they never told you what it does to your body.
Hey, Scott.
First ingredient, enough caffeine to spike your heart like a reactor meltdown. Sweating yet?
Sweating yet?
He actually gave himself kidney stones with that stuff.
Acid your body wasn't built to handle at this level.
Sorry.
Guarana
Here.
extract? Just more hidden caffeine that your heart doesn't count, but your body definitely feels. Don't forget about
Hidden
the
caffeine.
citric acid. It's so strong it strips rust in industrial cleaners, but hey, bottoms up.
Wow. Yeah, they just keep
I know a
going,
couple
going.
of people who have given themselves kidney stones by drinking energy drinks like that.
Over 1,000 calories in one sitting. This Grinch meal is about to hit your body a lot
Grinch
harder
meal.
than you think. This Big Mac alone pushes this meal to nearly 1,200 calories. That's half your whole day gone already. Think the nuggets are better? Wrong. This tray still hits over 1,000 calories before you even dip them in the sauce. These fries alone drop 340 calories and 800 milligrams of salt straight into your bloodstream. This seasoning? It's just salt, sugar, dextrose, maltodextrin, a whole packet of processed junk you're shaking all over your food. And this drink? 40 to 60 grams of sugar in 1 cup, liquid candy, finishing the job on your pancreas.
It's
This is one of my
true.
This is one of my favorites right here.
Hey guys, who wants to try the new SpongeBob meal? Stuffed with all 47 preservatives they don't want to tell you about. Everything on this tray has ingredients you can't pronounce.
It gets better,
And
yeah.
trust me, buddy, they shouldn't even be in food. Introducing the SpongeBob Whopper. Hey, dyed yellow with artificial color number 5. Banned in multiple countries, but not here. And these are Mr. Krabs' cheesy bacon tots. Deep fried in reused oil and pumped with lab-made bacon dust. Tastes great,
Bacon
though.
dust.
I sure hope you're thirsty. It's the pineapple float, packed with 15 teaspoons of sugar and natural flavors that ain't natural at all. Got a sweet tooth? Try Patrick's strawberry shortcake pie, stabilized with gum extract, anti-caking powder, and something called pink essence.
Pink
Last but not
essence.
least, Berry strawberry swirl sundae. Over 30 ingredients, and not a drop of real strawberry. You guys hungry yet?
You're
Well, what does it say?
already infected.
You're already
Brain rot reels.
I am infected by you with your. Well, there's the Taco Bell dog. You got Ronald. You got KFC. Oh, he's just he's a mad scientist in the lab with his chickens in the. Oh man, it's such a good. Like he definitely, like you can tell it's AI obviously, but you could tell he puts enough detail in them that it does get it damn close as far as the look, like what we're looking at, how you can know what it is and everything.
Yeah.
Like here's the Chick-fil-A, Cal, Wendy's. Oh, Wendy's sticking out of there. Oh wow. Sonic, Red Bull.
You know, the only place that, well, I still will occasionally go to Plant Power, but I don't eat the vegan, vegetarian foods anymore, really, because I mean, there's processing in that as well. So now that I'm able to eat meat again, that's what I do. So the once in a while treat is to go to In-N-Out Burger because that's the thing in California. Their meat is fresh, not frozen. They've got certain things, it's actual sliced potatoes that they slice right there. So I'll get double protein style, so there's no bread. It's lettuce wrapped, and I ask them to do the fries well done because they're a little crispier. That just once in a while, a couple times a year, yeah.
James, I swear I pinned that post, but it's not wanting to stay. They're not letting it stay pinned. That's crazy, dude. He's got a deal going on that he wanted to put out. 48 hours left of his $1 per bean sale. Nice. This is interesting. I don't know if he's going to say something bad or good about cannabis here. This should be like, am I about to be offended?
Ruled by chaos and fear, one hero still stands against the Swaggies. The last breath of hope. Chronic Man.
Chronic
Name's
Man.
Chronic Man, defender of peace, lungs, and good vibes. Let me show you something cool. Pretty cool, right?
Pretty cool, right?
Oh, you gotta see what else I can do. Come upstairs real quick. Check this out. I got the Hazer beams, bro.
The Hazer beams.
This shit kicks serious ass, man. That's not even the best part. I can freaking fly! Ha ha! Check me out! All these people rely on me to protect them from the Swaggies, a shitty gang pushing poof weed out on the streets. It's time to light up the night and bring some chill to this city. Up, and away.
And away.
Just another day saving the city. You know how it is. Until next time.
Wow. That's the only one I saw that was like
Yeah,
not
that's interesting.
their Subway.
Well,
Wow, I gotta stop. Yeah, this is
I'm
just
gonna have to get going. Yeah.
that's I could go all day. I'm gonna get back to my list after we let Tala go. But Tala, I hope you have a great Christmas.
Yes.
And I actually wanted to hear a little bit more about your food. You said chickens?
Yeah, I did too. I had
Sounds a little
bone
unusual.
in rib roasts, and I did those on a slow oven. Like I went from like about 190, maybe a little bit below 200, and then later brought it up a little bit more, like 215, something like that, because I've got a countertop electric turkey roaster that I had to get under an emergency circumstance for Thanksgiving because it would not fit in my countertop oven. My big oven is not working, so yeah.
Oh,
So I
that's
got that.
around
But they
holidays. It
came out
sucks.
really good. They're very tender. So I got those sliced up, but I got whole chickens. So I've got the stuffing made already. I'm gonna stuff those and throw them in the roaster. So, because it's gonna be a little bit, like I can see it's gotten dark. And here's what happened. So Christmas Eve is normally my family day, but we're doing a little bit different. Uh, I'm going to be with my parents tonight, but the whole family being together is tomorrow because my niece is spending Christmas Eve with her boyfriend's family because they also do Christmas Eve and they weren't willing to shift. So I said,
Gotta.
okay. Truck driver anyway. We don't know what time he's going to be home, right? But I called him a while ago to check in and see, where you're at. And immediately he goes, like I could hear the tension in his voice. He goes, "How are you?" I'm all fine. It's like question marks. He goes, "Sorry, I'm a little stressed." I'm all okay. So they sent him to Palmdale for some reason. The 18 washed out ahead of him. He had to back his rig up 3 miles. Okay. Anybody who knows
That's
anything about driving a
insane.
truck. Yeah, you just don't do that. But like he used to drive aggregate haulers, which are articulated to bottom dumps. So you've got the rig joint, the bucket, another joint, and another bucket.
That's
So
even harder.
he
Yeah.
learned how to back those up. Supposedly you're not supposed to. But there was 2 guys, the guy who trained him at Robertson's and him who could back it up a decent distance. So because of that, backing up a box trailer is, you still don't want to do it though, and not for 3 miles.
No,
But he didn't have a
not for
choice.
not for one, not even for a block.
Yeah,
I could.
he didn't have a
I
choice. He
used
was
to be
stuck.
good at backing up an 18-wheeler with the tanker on it, and I was actually one of the people they had asked to back them up in the motor pool because they want them dressed right, they wanted them perfect, and so I took pride in that. It's not easy because some of them are shorter tankers, but I cannot imagine for the life of me backing one up for 3 miles, let alone
What is
one
it?
that has multiple sections. Like that's even harder.
40-foot trailer, I guess. Some of them are longer, but it's going to be at least that because he drives for Walmart. They're big trailers.
That's crazy.
So yeah, 3 miles, and I had called him like I just had a feeling, there was a vibe, and so I called right after he was done doing that. So he's on his way back to the DC up in Apple Valley so that he can be done for a couple days. He's got to go back up Christmas night. So it's just very weird. Like we got to run over, spend the night with my parents, spend part of that with my brother, and then my brother and my niece the next day. Then we got to drive home. Then he's got to drive up the hill again because they couldn't just give him the whole span of time off.
Jeez. Wow. Well,
Truck
I
driving
wish you
life.
luck on all that.
Yeah.
Yes, very much. And thank
So
you
whenever
again.
he's home, yeah.
Sorry.
So I'm gonna finish cooking the chickens, whole chickens.
Sounds like it's going to be tasty. So enjoy and have a Merry Christmas
Absolutely.
to you and your family. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Next Wednesday,
Yes.
hopefully. Well, next Wednesday will be New Year's Day. Maybe not. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna be home because people are crazy, and I really don't want to be out in it. You know,
Yeah,
it's
true.
feeling less and less safe. So the fact that I have to go 80 miles this evening is enough.
Yeah, Christmas time is almost as bad as far as people traveling and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we'll
gonna
talk
be
to you.
driving very carefully. Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
We'll figure it out, but we'll see you next time. Thanks,
Merry
Tala.
Christmas, everyone.
Yeah, guys, go check her out on Facebook if you haven't. If you want to, after you leave, say hi in the Facebook chat so I can tell people where you go follow her right there. Yeah, thanks.
All right. Have a good
Tala
night.
Smith, everybody. Good night. All right. Well, Tala is going to have a interesting and exciting Christmas, but I'm just going to be hanging around here. My son, I think, is going to be doing the presents here in the morning, so that's win for Dad. You know what I mean? Although we will have the big old clumsy horse that they have. They call it a dog, but it's a golden retriever. This is a dog. Max, you could drive my sleigh tonight. Oh, sorry. Here, you can stand over here with us. Well, I don't know. There's plenty more on my list, and it never ends. So we could check out something else on it before we start to wrap it up. But we are going to do a door prize. So if you are in the house and want to get on the wheel, we'll probably be pulling that up here shortly. Oh, hey, cool. I finally caught up to the... So there was a little gap where I cut in the middle of my list. We're finally caught back up to it because we talked about this a few weeks ago. A breakthrough once thought impossible is now becoming reality. Scientists are using precisely focused sound waves to clear the toxic brain plaque that drives Alzheimer's. We read about that a few weeks ago. Did we read this one? They don't want you to know this, but your daily Starbucks fix. Oh, that's what we just watched. We read that. We saw that. Good. I think we're getting. That's been an itch I couldn't scratch for a few weeks to fix my list. Yeah, we saw that. New analysis of feline biology suggests that cats are built with near perfect efficiency. 12-week clinics study found that eating kimchi can help your immune system. Okay, I don't think we read those. Hemp floor, yes we did. Okay. Scromiting.
Coca-Cola, Kraft, PepsiCo, General Mills, and Nestle. Their products include Oreos, Cola, Doritos, mac and cheese, Cheerios, and Sour Patch Kids. The city's lawsuit argues that these companies knew.
Guys, yeah, follow First Light Warrior on the Facebook or Tala. There she is right there. Thank you again, Tala, and have a Merry Christmas. Hashtag Ladies of WTIF. Thanks, Margaret. Thanks, Kayla. Thanks, Alice. Oh, y'all are getting ready for the door prize. My bad. I kind of said it that way to start with, didn't I? Let's just get it going. I know you all will be here unless something comes up. Remember, if something comes up and you have to step away too, as a subscriber, we allow people to tag you. MJ, Facebook, Rumble, and YouTube. Tala, I'm going to put Tala on the list. Kayla on Facebook and Rumble. Alice, Diane, I see ya. James. All crazy. I come back and at first I see you guys talking, then it suddenly, oh yeah, it just jumps up. You want to invest in that first second you hear me talk about, oh well, yeah, okay, and then blah, it just jumps you forward. I did that the other day. It's annoying. Am I missing anybody? Oh, Alice on the Facebook. We're going to set this up and then finish this video at least. I think that's everybody right now.
They were selling food that made people sick, but sold it anyway. As a result, San Francisco says it had to pick up the tab by treating illnesses it says are caused by eating all that ultra-processed food. Vani Hari is a best-selling author and food activist. She joins me now. Vani, great to have you. So San Francisco's mayor, Daniel Lurie, said today, families deserve to know what's in their food. We are not going to let our residents be misled about the products in our grocery stores. This is what you've been saying.
You know, this isn't just a lawsuit, it's a reckoning. The ultra-processed food industry is finally being held accountable for feeding disease and not nutrition. These companies didn't just sell products, they sold sickness, and the city of San Francisco is suing them for it. For years, our movement has been shining a light on these exact tactics the lawsuit describes. Engineering cravings, chemicals nobody asked for, and marketing aimed straight at our kids. We've pushed for transparency, we've pushed for safer ingredients, and I've taken the heat for it specifically. But now we're seeing a major city finally put all of this into a legal complaint, and the tide is turning. Big Food's old playbook isn't working anymore.
Yeah, it's striking how much the lawsuit claims that these food companies are following Big Tobacco's playbook, that they are, engineering and designing these ultra-processed foods to be addictive. They're also marketing these foods to kids with Tony the Tiger. And we've got Fred Flintstone, Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, all these characters that are mass marketed. These are all things Big Tobacco did by marketing cigarettes like Virginia Slims to women and lying to people and making it addictive.
This is a very spiritual movement. This is for humanity. I don't know how we can stand a chance against this type of manipulation when a company like PepsiCo has a robot that mimics human taste buds. The fact that Cheetos are engineered to melt away and have this thing called vanishing caloric density when a food dissolves quickly so the brain doesn't register the calories, so you keep reaching for more. And how Doritos are laced with MSG that's given to rats in obesity studies to make them fat and create flavors that don't exist in nature. The chemicals they create intensify in the brain, and our brains aren't built for that level of flavor overload. The powder that they put on snack food, so it's meant to stick to your fingers, so that dust increases consumption with each lick and each repeat into your mouth. The fact that cereals are marketed to kids to stay crunchy in milk longer to increase the satisfaction hit, to make bright colors look more flavorful than they are, because processed food without them would look dull and gray and nobody would eat them. The fact that emulsifiers and thickeners and sweeteners are combined
you convinced me
to hit your dopamine levels.
Coca-Cola, Kraft, PepsiCo, General.
Yeah, she hits it hard. That lady's like, the one thing I imagine is like the dull gray processed food. Imagine if they didn't add any color to processed food, like all the different types of processed food you can think of. If they didn't put anything in it to change its color, it would just be this cereal for sure, just be this bag of gray stuff. Oh, you got that new Gray Crunch? I love my Gray Crunch. I stopped eating cereal years ago, but that doesn't mean I don't eat some crackers here and there. I'll have a Cheeto once in a while. Like, I don't really buy bags of chips. I try to buy as healthy as I can. Like, if I'm going to get something, I'll get some like pretzels maybe, something like that. But that's still probably not that great for us these days. $250 natural remedies you can keep on hand. See, here's a positive. Let's keep it on a positive note here, towards the end.
This is why they want to ban the book, y'all.
Titties forever.
Pay very close attention to this video.
I'm seeing this video a lot, or this book a lot from other people too.
This one, right here. You guys, read this very carefully. It's got all the ingredients.
Black milk.
All the instructions on how to do it, even the dosage. This book is a must-have for every home in America. Be sure to get your copy down below.
The Forgotten Home Apothecary. There are a few different books I'm seeing coming out like this, and I've seen over the years that are similar, I guess. I worry though that some of them might be full of crap. Not saying anything about the Forgotten Home Apothecary that we're looking at now, but I'm just saying, like, you worry like what's legit, and what some of it, some home remedies might actually be real, but they just are so weak that you just can't, like, we need more of a concentrated dose nowadays with our tolerances to medications and everything else when it comes to, say, like a simple pain reliever. Well, I could probably find some herbs that might relieve pain, but we don't know if that, I don't know. I guess it's just unknown for me, so it makes me think I might need more than what the thing calls for or something like that. But then you got to get good with sort of being your own pharmacist, I guess, creating your own poultices and stuff, the whole apothecary life. I'd love to get into it. It just seems like and I have, I guess. Let me back up. I'll give myself a little credit here. I have been bumping into it a little bit here. I've been smoking a little bit of Mullen here and there. I've used it different ways. I have a couple of different packages of sort of herbal cleansers and helpers. Like this one was from Smashly. This one was from Ozark Mountain High Creations. And so, yeah, I've got a few things, and I've been doing more. Cannabis obviously is one way to using like herbal remedies, but there are so many. I don't know. See, replacing butter with avocado and cookies. Huh?
Let me show you how to use avocados to replace butter and make these fire chocolate chip cookies. This is a good way to add some healthy fats and fiber to something we already love. First, you want to blend avocado, date syrup, flaxseed, vanilla extract, coconut, and brown sugar. Then you want to mix spelt flour, baking soda, salt, cornstarch. You could use regular flour if you like. Next, we're going to add parchment paper to a pan, get a nice scoop. Since there's no butter, you do want to press them down because they won't expand as much. But look at that extra soft chocolate chip cookies. Paste. Let me show you how to use.
They do look good. Cookies you made. Avocado. Mushrooms are better than meat. Okay, can't play that, but we can watch it. So, mushrooms are better than meat. Yeah, I've seen a lot of these. Can't say which ones I like the best, but I do like me some wild mushrooms, though. Some morels. Try that. I'm going to try and go mushroom hunting more this year. We'll take the little muskrat with us. Little gremlin here. Let's see, scientists issue warning about CWD resistant deer hunting southwest.com. Past couple of years, a big idea has been bouncing around the deer world. What if we could fight chronic wasting disease? Oh, that's what CWD, chronic wasting disease, by turning loose captive bred deer that supposedly carry CWD resistant genetics. Some breeders think it could save wild herds. Some lawmakers love the sound of a quick fix. In the summer, Oklahoma even passed a bill that lets private landowners buy these deer and dump them on low fence ground starting in 2026. Oh, great. The zombie deer are coming. Going to be zombie deer next year. Let's see how to use essential oils. Yes, this is another apothecary type of skill. I love it. This is coming from Health with Corey. Health with Corey. Yeah, Corey, I'll throw you a follow, man. Why not?
Peppermint oil if you have a headache. Use tea tree oil if you have acne. Use rosemary oil if you have hair loss. Use orange oil if you want to clean your house. Use clary sage if you want to relax. And use chamomile oil if you want to sleep better. Use peppermint.
Interesting, huh? That's some good knowledge to have. If you want to hear it again or see it again, I have it saved. So if you ever need me to share it with you, I'm just going to try and rapid fire some of these because, I mean, there's a whole long list of good information here that I want to bring to you guys as I get better at stuff, as I learn how to become healthier and better, just a better all-around person for, myself and my family and for my future, That's what I'm doing here. That's what Wednesday's all about. We have to maybe poke our heads up out of the sand once in a while to look at what's happening around us, right? What do we got here? Every day, some new shit. Okay, what's this about?
Bro, look at y'all produce at the grocery store. Look what's under it. Boy, look at all that black mold with the fan blowing.
Oh, this is from, his name is Rich Love. Rich Love on the Facebook. Follow.
Water all on your shit. Boy, look, Ace. Rinse it down with the mold water. That's horrible. Bro, look at y'all.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that that's every grocery store all day, every day, but I can't imagine that it doesn't get dirty in there. Moldy, moist, dank, dark. So can you clean it 24/7? No. Could you clean it every day? Probably not. Can they clean it once a week? Hopefully. I give them a little leeway on that. Look, we demonize the grocery stores a lot, and I don't know that we could survive without them. You know, yes, we can get back to growing our own. Yes, we can do all sorts of stuff for each other, but as a society in whole, with our numbers, like I just don't see that we could make 300 million farmers. You know what I mean? I think that we could definitely put a huge dent in the our need and our leaning on the grocery stores, and we can make better grocery stores. We can get better at doing this and not just there to gouge pricing from people. It's hard though. It's hard because where there is incentive to do things like cut corners and maybe have a less clean environment or whatever. So you gotta shop around. You gotta do your research and keep your eyes on these companies that you shop at, that we use. We gotta pay attention. So I think that it's a little bit of give and take there. You know, I think we should leave room for them to improve, but we should never, you know, keep our eyes off of the people that we outsource to bring us our food. You know what I mean?
It's been 10 weeks on fermenting garlic and honey. Let's take a look at it.
Okay, this is from Dickie Pate. Dickie Pate. Let's go, Dickie.
I'm going to go ahead and take our lid off. I'm going to use a clean utensil to get my glass weight out of there and save all the honey I can. I'm going to stir it. And for those of y'all that believe metal will ruin this, which is a false thing, I'm going to use wood to stir it up. Now, if you're sick, they recommend 3 to 4 garlic cloves per day, or 3 to 4 teaspoons per day. For prevention, you can have 1 or 2 garlic cloves a day, or 1 teaspoon of the honey. If you have a sore throat, you can take a tablespoon of this, put it in tea, or just drink it, take it orally, and it will help your sore throat. Now, I'm not a doctor, so if you're taking other medication, you might want to check and see if it will do anything, because this is medicine, basically. So I'm going to just put my lid back on, and I'm going to leave it on the counter because I want it to keep fermented, man, and this is what I'm going to use. Now, remember, use a clean utensil to get it out of there. Don't put it in your mouth and put it back in there, because that will ruin it. I hope y'all enjoy this, and I hope you stay healthy. Right on. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, Peter, no, I totally agree. I just don't think that I don't think we'll be able to get rid of technology. I just think that pushing back towards a more self-sustainable attitude for all people, all families, all units, whatever, where we would only want to outsource as little as possible. And it's hard. It's going to be hard. I mean, it's going to take me and my little family probably generations to get to that point. I don't know that in my lifetime I'll be able to fully, do all the things that I'm hoping to do when it comes to a healthier lifestyle, removing all plastics, removing, all these different chemicals and stuff like that. I mean, I have gone a long way, and I think I can go way, way farther in the rest of my life. But it's just something that I think that moving in that direction is the right attitude to have, or the stance to have, whether or not you fall off the wagon per se, so to speak. But yeah, I think it's something to think about, moving back towards a less technological crutch, I guess, when it comes to our food. Now, there's plenty of technology that can still come out and be developed that's great and within standards of our, I guess, organic thoughts as we're having today. In this show now, like as our thought of going, hey, back to the roots, back to the organics, true nutrients, real good food. There's still technology that can be developed even within those specs of like tools and whatever, any sort of you name it, technology. You could say apothecary recipes could be a technology, or could be developed. New stuff can be developed in the future when it comes to doing research and using what we know from before today, like our past knowledge up to now. It can still be synergetic, something to that effect. I hope. I'm just trying to paint the most, I guess, positive way that this could come about. Is like, hey, get rid of the chemicals, get rid of the forever this and that, get rid of the plastic liners and all this and that. But then, we can keep around, say, like some farm equipment that's like metal and stuff like that. Just for an example. All right, let me see where we're at here. We've got 5 minutes. Peter, let me throw Peter on the wheel here. Is anybody else not on the wheel? And remember, you can jump back and forth from Facebook to Rumble and YouTube to get 3 different spots. Let's see. Peter says, I say back to land races. Quit all this crossing matching. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. As far as strains go. Not get rid of regulated and put it where we desire it, not where it desires to be. Yeah, I agree. Going on 61. I understand. Or 60, I understand. Okay. Sorry, just trying to catch up with you here. Sorry, I'm a nihilist. I get it. They're actually using CRISPRs on marijuana. Oh, I believe that too. It's just, it seems like they're not gonna not try every single thing they can when it comes to splicing DNA and CRISPR. I don't think anybody else is new in the chat. Okay, I think we're good on this. Let me spin it. I could stick around for a little while, honestly, guys. I don't really have anything else going on. We could, or at least we can do this. Just tell you a little bit about the 1775 coffee on this Christmas Eve. They've got their little special deal going on. It's a whole kit, 1775 kit for all the different blends. You got the dark roast, you got the medium roast, and you got the mushroom vitality roast blend, I guess they call it. And then in the kit you get a frother, a spoon clip, and also a 1775 tumbler. The whole kit is typically $170 worth, and you get it for $99 right now if you go to 1775 coffee or 1775coffee.com/studio. Use studio as the code, or the discount code. It says bold beans, clean fuel, and a morning routine that stands for something, just like Rumble does. Now, I haven't tried it because I'm not a big coffee guy, but I do want to try some mushroom coffee. And if they do it, they're doing the 1775 brand to help pay them for Rumble. Or, I'm sorry, the profits from 1775 go to Rumble because it's Rumble's brand. And so what better way to pay for yourself than to make a brand of a good product that people want to buy, instead of just trying to get more advertisers. That's what I'm trying to do. Like, make a product. I'm going to get to the product. So anyway, thanks 1775 for the 20 cents. Take it. I don't think I need to do any more raids actually this month, which is good. That's good though. I mean, we did find a pretty interesting character yesterday that was hunting pedos live, where he was confronting these men. It was pretty intense. Reading the messages about this and that, and just crazy stuff. Sucks being poor, Peter. Yeah, 100% it does, but it's I guess there's ups and downs, you know, of having less, because you know, not to have so much. But I know you're not talking about just what you have. You're talking about, you know, with health and having the money to, you know, do certain things when it comes to health, whether it's a procedure or a, you know, medicine. But when it comes to like maybe not owning, you know, a yacht and multiple cars and all this and that, like there's something to be said about being more minimalist on that respect. But being poor does suck in general. And there we are. Margaret is our winner for the door prize. Margaret, where are we at now? 60. Don't tell me you're at 69. Oh, just kidding. Let's see. You got to memorize. I don't. You're at 67. Giggity goo. Giggity goo. A little bit of a Quagmire reference for you guys. I'm just going to turn the 7 to an 8. You now have 68. Margaret, and let's see, Brenda has 33. 33. Almost 69. Giggity goo. Did anybody see my Grinch impression last night? I'm gonna have to do something about that. It's too good for me to just keep it to myself. It's too good. Wow. Hello. I don't know if I can even do it right now. Last night I was doing it though, like, yes. Yes, anyway. I want everyone to have a very merry New Year's Eve. 12-day coma, died twice, right? That's what we need to talk about, Peter. I had to come up and just like the whole thing, man. Like lay it out more than you can say in just a quick comment. You know what I mean? I'm taller, finally. Look at how I can stand here and not touch the ceiling still with this hat on. That's kind of sad, but true. I'm also not wearing any shoes or socks. Nice. Nice. You're welcome. Thank you, Margaret. He was doing great last night. I thought so. This camera angle doesn't work, right? Alice is like... Try and get my good side, would ya? It's not right. I need to just take a little clip from the video last night. So tomorrow, I think we're still going to do a little sesh. Maybe I'll just come on and wish everybody Merry Christmas on People in the Boxes about the same time. I guess we'll call it a People in the Boxes episode, but it's not going to be a topic or a game. We won't play the game. Maybe we'll play a different game. It'll be fun. If I'm not doing anything else, I might have my son that night too. Although he'll be, you know, like I'm sure spending all day together and playing a lot of games and stuff. So he may not want to play with me by that time, so I might be free by 8 o'clock tomorrow night, you know. Be free, everyone. Haha, be free, everyone. I like to think I do a good voice of the Grinch as well sometimes. A naughty elf, Diane? Where's that coming from? Oh, me? Oh, I guess. Okay, touche. Wow. Elf on the Shelf, Diane. Oh, no, I can't tilt my head up. I gotta go like this. Uncle Rick started me growing. Oh, good. He sent me a free seed, and that was all I needed. And giving more self-reliant, self-assured, or getting more. Very awesome. Just working and making friends, trying to grow. Brother, that's all you can do. As much as you can, as little as you can, just a little bit more every day. That's all you can do. I got to the point where I'm kind of stuck due to restraints because of my house. So I have to get some electrical work done ASAP. But otherwise, I have knowledge in my head that I'm like, man, once I get this, and this, taken care of professionally, because some of it needs to be done by an electrician. But once I get that done, I actually know what I'm gonna do, instead of going, well, what's next? So it feels good once you get a little bit more into it and you start getting something under your belt. 2025. So yeah, tomorrow it will be Christmas. Yeah, about 8 o'clock tomorrow. We'll still pop on. Whoever is free, whatever is going on, whoever wants to come up, I'll pop on for a little while. We can talk about the day, although we may not talk about what happened during the day, because we've got to save it for the current events episode next month, of course. So, is anybody doing anything tonight? As far as family stuff, some people do family stuff at night. Some people do during the day. You gotta put a picture of your Grinch PJs on Facebook. I shouldn't stand like that and then stand up. Have my legs crossed while standing up. Oh, what do you say, Sprouty boy? I didn't get, okay, look. Hate me if you guys want to, but I don't get my dogs a stocking and I don't get them presents for Christmas. You get your dogs, treat them. I treat my dogs like they're my babies, but no, they don't get to open presents. I give them presents all the time. We go to Doodlekins Barkery. Shouts out to Doodlekins Barkery. We got treats from the Wink House. They get treated very well. But no, they don't get I spend as much as I can on Christmas on the people I love. Like my mom, I bought her some stuff. I would like to have bought more for mom. So I just can't justify, pretending that my dog cares about unwrapping a present. You know what I mean? You too, Peter. Peter, we need to get together sometime for sure. Wrapping gifts now, James. Yeah, I just did that yesterday. I didn't label them though. I'm lazy. I need to cut out little pieces of paper and make little. I don't have tags. They're for my son. He's not gonna. Well, actually, he can read it, so I should make an effort to. Ooh, I could. Ooh, the indoor farmer clause is having a bit of an idea. Let's start us a new. No, I want to make. They change things so much. How do I do this? Create. Here it is. We want. I guess it doesn't matter the size. Let's do this. Let's say from Santa. I'm looking for a card. Maybe we can do this. To and from card from Santa. I want it to be super sleek and simple, like a business card. Through templates now. While we go over here. So I guess I could take this and just do like this. And then if I wanted to, we could just like maybe, that's too big. I could just cut these out. I could print these. I could print these off and cut them out. But how am I? Make it a PDF, I guess. It's a thought. It's a thought. I could try and make, you know, like what about this? And then you could go like, and then I could take the, the wording, and maybe we'll change it to like something fancy, right? Maybe a thin, like fancy one, not cursive. Well, here's one called Alice. Alice font. Is there a Wayland font? The heck? The Seasons, maybe? The Seasons might be good. That's not too bad. Okay, now we're talking, kids. It does say postcard there, though. I don't really need it to say postcard. Never mind. That was a dumb thought. Not dumb, but we'll say short-sighted. It says Dear Santa. That is not what I typed in. What is going on here? What do you call it? Maybe there's another name for it. What's this say? You got rid of most of your carpet today? Like when? It sounds random. Alice, I hope your wish comes true. Well, what did you say? I'm just hoping for a new vacuum. Mine quit this morning. And like, what kind of vacuum are you hoping for? One that sucks. Okay, this isn't gonna give me what I want. There's a name for it, like a not a gift card, but anybody know what you call that? Hey, Joe. Putting frosting on cookies and testing a couple. Nice. Are they medicated? Tell you what, that butter hit me pretty adequately during the show today. I need my carpet, right? I need my carpet. I wish I had more. I need new carpet. I like the hardwood floor, but the dogs, you know, it's just the hardwood floor is going to be ruined eventually, and yeah. Oh, because you well, why did you, let me read this again. Alice says, me too. I have carpet with a dog. Well, I kind of like the carpet with the dogs. I like that I have both. I have a little bit of carpet, a little bit of hardwood. No pun intended, ladies. Don't take that too far now. But yeah, that's my house anyway. A little bit of carpet, a little bit of hardwood. You know what I'm saying? Okay, all right. I want to make a card though. I want to make a cool card. Maybe I could just use like a background, Christmas background. Let's see, what if I was like, not like that one exactly. Maybe something like, ooh, okay. This we could work with this. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. What? I can't make it go. Really? Okay. There it goes. That'd be cool, huh? That'd be cool. Print some of these off. Oh, hey, Brenda. Congrats. You won the number wheel today. Nowadays, they don't have carpets, right? At least somebody heard me on that one. Taking a smoke break, nice. How's it going, Brenda? What do you got going so far? What's wafting through the kitchen? What's the smell of the day? Is black right, or maybe I should do something another color? White. I think I want to look at other. I want to look at like fancy handwriting. Maybe like this. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My tonsils are hurting from all the coughing I've been doing. I kind of like that one, but I'm looking. Ooh. Ew. How about that one? Yeah, baby. That's the one. The lazy dog, they call it. The lazy dog, ladies and gentlemen. To Cage from Santa. Good thing he's not watching right now. I hope not. Mom, you better not be watching right now. All right. Well, okay. You guys saw it enough. Then I'm gonna just take it off and not invite any more problems. Well, no more problems. No more problems. Okay. Bling. Wow. Not all. Just go with current page. I think it's fun. I like it. You liked it, Alice? Thank you. Thank you, Kayla. You like it too? Very cool. Now I'm gonna print one off and see how it looks. Gotta try and make them small. Use the back scratcher to turn the printer on, so I don't have to walk around the bar. Yep, I don't know what People in the Boxes episode it is. We'll call it an episode, but we're gonna call it like an open hangout, open Christmas hangout. That is a lot of color, though. I should probably find a little bit cheaper one on my printer, to be honest, ladies and gentlemen. If I'm being perfectly honest. Might be some other pretty good ones on here. This actually would be pretty darn good, too. I think like my son here. What if I do like this? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now we're talking. We're looking for. No, that's baby toys. It's not Christmas toys. It's not toys. Hey, look, it's me. Oh. Oh, he likes nutcrackers, but that's not really like a card. Nah. This one would be cheaper on my printer, but this one looks pretty good, I gotta say. We can give it a try. I'll print one sheet of it out. I got color ink. I got some color ink for ya. Let's go here. Print. Print. Where's the print? There's no print option. Open with. Here we are. No. Strange. Maybe I can do it from here. I have to print it as a PDF, I think. PDF, not a JPEG. So I can delete this JPEG. Oh, what am I doing? I figured it out. I'll see if you guys are talking to me in a second. One moment, please. Whoops, I restored something I shouldn't have restored, but I don't know what it was, so let's move on. That's right. Open it, then print it. Okay. The lungs still aren't feeling 100%. Really? It's not letting me print it. I'll mess with that later, I guess. But I got something in my throat. Wow, it's very uncomfortable. Like right in the middle of my throat right now. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. It's been fun. It's been real. But it sucks right now, so I gotta go. Maybe, just keep drinking water? I don't know. You want to know if I'm okay? Here, I'm gonna let you down. Wow. It was rough. Still feels weird, like a tickle in my throat right there. I didn't eat anything, I just swallowed water. It's not letting me print this off like I want to do. Portrait. Maybe that's what it was. Won't let me. Pages per sheet was changed from 6 because of a conflict with another printer setting. Well, can you tell me what that is? I'm not printing a full-size piece of paper for this. Is it the number of copies? No. I think that would do it. Shrink to fit. Maybe that's it. Should be doable, but this is, you know, technology. Technology! Borderless printing, output quality auto. What's that? Okay. Okay, guys, looks like I'm not going to be able to do it. Thought it would be really fun, but no, not going to be fun. No fun for me. I'm going to have to write it by hand. It's going to look terrible. Well, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. I don't think I'll be going live. At least I probably shouldn't. I got lots of other things I got to do, and before the festivities, and should all just kind of try to spend a little time reflecting and maybe trying to talk to family if you got family around. Doing those things, do what you can, because we need each other. No matter what it is that we think we hate about each other, you can't just live life without humans. So you have to find ways to, interact, even if you don't fully feel like you're the same person. You don't have to be the same. We don't have to be the same. So with that, we'll let you go. Hit the like button if you haven't. Do all the things. Follow the channel on the Rumble. Spend some time on the Rumble. I appreciate that very much. And in fact, I think I'm going to go to Rumble Premium, because I have to do the 5 hours still, so why not? I don't know if the 10 people watching on Rumble, if any of you are Rumble Premium members, but I'm going to just chill for a little bit longer, maybe try to figure out this printing situation, and chat with anybody that might be staying in here, so to get that done. But we'll play the outro first and shut the music off to turn it back on in a minute. And we'll see you guys when we see you, but hopefully you have a positive day, even if you have some kind of real legitimate reason to hate Christmas. I hope that you can find some kind of hope, some kind of, within us, within the community, join us. But we'll see you later. Remember, everybody's got to eat.
Yeah, this is for my green thumbs in the game. Wailing the indoor farmer. Check my name. Sustainability, we about to reclaim. This is how we do it, keep it in the frame. I'm Waylon the farmer, the indoor king. Living off the grid, what the city can't bring. Got my hydro set up, my LED lights. Growing all my greens, all through the night. Self-sustain, that's the mission. Growing my own, I'm not missing. Indoor farming, the hustle's real. Waylon's here, and he's